Are we on? We're officially online,
YouTube?
I think.
What about Facebook?
Facebook, coming soon. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of
Russia.
Finance Agents.
We're on Facebook too.
Hey, Russia. Finance Agents Live, episode 63. You never know what's going to happen here. Neither do we.
63?
I
didn't even know.
Yeah.
I guess
is there something
already.
special about? No.
63.
Okay, today we're going to be talking about the new real estate training series, the new online real estate training series that we're putting together right now. It's an extension of the series, the training that we've been giving to our member offices who are out there selling our real estate products, but we're redoing it. You might notice the new backdrop. And
That was my idea.
that's us changing it up. This is how we have it set up for the training that we're recording. What's new about this training compared to others is it's going to be live. You get to look at us.
Look in our eyeballs.
Oh,
that was also my idea.
Yep.
See the eyeballs.
Right in the eyeballs. So with white or black, we're going to mix it up a little bit. But
Maybe tie-dye.
all right, so why are we doing this, right? Rhoda, why are we doing a new training series on real estate right now?
We're doing a new training to update it for our new agents and brokers that are working with us. Some of them that have trainings. I think it'll help people get answers to questions immediately rather than having to maybe wait for a call back with True Dry and Be Fast, but also just to make you more prepared for any of those deals that you're coming across, help you work with more people, understand our processes, understand the underwriting, understand the target market or target deals that you're going to get to help you fund more deals. So you're not wasting time on deals that aren't going to work.
Right, so as finance agents, our company Finance Agents, what we've been doing over the years, we come across all sorts of different lending products all the time. We've gone through a lot. We've tried a lot of things that didn't work. We've got a bunch of things that do work well. But when you get something that's really making a lot of money, then you want to chase it, right? So we're starting to, you've been noticing over the last couple of years, we've been talking about real estate more and more and more. It's because it's a good program that gives funding to people who cannot get it elsewhere. We've got a real solid niche, and so we're running for it. And so we're doubling down on the training in order to help you take that ride with us, right? If you're marketing, if you're just sending in leads, you don't necessarily need the training. But if you're a member office who's talking to clients, issuing LOIs, or if you're a loan officer for one of the member offices that's working directly with the clients in order to get them solutions, then more information, more knowledge is going to help you make more money and get more deals funded.
Right.
So this is a part of that process, and one of the ways we're helping you by investing in the system is doing this training program. So today we're going to do an overview on what's going to be in the training program. We'll talk a little bit about who's going to have access to it and how you can, when it's going to be available, because it's not available now. We're giving you a sneak peek in advance. Sorry, Darren's throwing things at the same time. All right, so let's get into it here. What are we talking about, Rhoda?
Okay.
What are you going to show them first?
So on the home screen, just on the left, there's a menu for people, and I just wanted to point out the difference between course library. That's where courses that everyone has access to, much like a library is. And so if you click on that, it's just an overview of the LMS. But
okay, so what is this?
This
an
is
LMS. What's an LMS? What are we looking at right now?
This is our learning management system. Thank you, Darren. This is our learning management system. This is how we train our offices and help people disseminate information. And so that's what the LMS is, learning management system.
So if you were a member office with us, you'd already recognize this because we have recorded trainings on all the different funding programs, plus our marketing systems. Everything we do is in this training system, and it's part of our training. What's going to be different is we're starting to open this up to not just member offices, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. But you are seeing an inside shot of our online training system. What's great about it is you can do it at any time. You don't have to go to a class that's only at a certain time. You don't have to fly across the country. It's available at 3 in the morning if that's when you like to learn about real estate.
Right. So this
doesn't look like there's a lot of courses there, though.
No, this is the home screen, and so for Eleanor, and Eleanor only has 2 courses assigned. If you're a member office with us, you may have 10 courses to learn all about the different funding products, but Eleanor is just learning about the CRE course and her market focus and what she wants to do, so she only has the 2 courses, and so you can see that she hasn't completed anything and that she's done 25% of her market focus. and that she hasn't quite started the CRE yet, which she's going to start with you people right now.
Okay, so this is how to find clients and then how to know if they fit for CRE, which is our commercial real estate, private money, hard money lending program.
Right.
All right, and the new one, the one that we're working right now, is that key, the key to money, I guess. Is that why you got a key?
Real
key to a
estate,
house.
right.
Key to a house, there you go.
Key.
This is what we're working on right now. So what are you going to find in here?
Well, when you click on it, you go in and you see the video for the application where we go through it. If you want to click on that, I don't know if the video will come through.
I see real quick, I see 4 things here. It says application video, application test, photo video, photo test. What is that? And is this about how much more is going to be in there?
Okay, so we have recorded 6 videos so far, 7 videos so far. I've uploaded and edited 2 of them, and so first you're going to watch the video, so application video, and then immediately after that you can take a test, and then you do another video and another test, and it's all at your own speed, so you can do it as you like. We tried to do it so that you can either binge watch it and do it all at once.
Like Netflix.
Right. Or some people like me watch 10 minutes of a show and then they take a break and then they can go back because their lives are busy, and so you can just piece it out as you would like.
All right, so this first course that we're talking about right now is going to have something like 20 modules once it's ready in the next couple weeks here, right?
Yeah, and a module is each one of those little tests.
It's video with the test. Now,
Right.
what's the deal with these tests? I mean, how hard is it to pass the test? If I have dyslexia, am I going to fail?
Yes, it's really hard. I made all of the questions intentionally trick questions to make everyone fail.
It's all just true false, right?
There are some multiple choice, there are some free text, and there are quite a bit of true and false, just reinforcing the key concepts that we want you to take home to make you be successful.
How many questions would I expect in a normal test?
So I would say 4 or 5.
Okay.
Depending on the length of the video or the depth of knowledge that I think it's important for people to have to be successful, that would necessitate more questions.
So basically you just went in and said, what are the 4 or 5 most important things I want to make sure somebody got from this? You put those as the questions at the end just to make sure they didn't get it. If you fail, what happens? You get sent to the principal's office? Or?
I take away your birthday.
Take away my birthday. That'd be a good thing. That might be pretty attractive. I don't need any more birthdays.
No, you can, there are some feedback, and then you just go back and rewatch the video and take it again.
So you can just keep redoing it.
Yeah.
You have to wait for somebody to allow you, just do it as much as you want until you get it right.
Right, and so if you get, let's say, an 83% and the pass mark is 75, and you just want to correct that one answer, if you go back and start the test over, it erases all your answers and you have to redo the whole thing. That's just an FYI.
Okay. Great. All right. So right now we have the application, which is a training about our application when you give it out to people, what they should expect to see. And then you got photos, which is about when you submit an application, you need to submit photos of the property, what are acceptable and not acceptable photos, how many do we want, need, that kind of stuff. What are the other types of things that we're going to see in here?
So underneath that key, I think it says additional documents. And so if you click on that, I've put the application inside there, so that's always ready for you. So you can download that. We'll have probably program flyers or anything else that as we see people are needing, we put it in there, and then it's always at your access. You don't have to call Tim and say, Tim, can you send me this? Can you send me this? Can you send me this? It's going to be there for you.
Ready to roll.
Ready to roll.
Okay, and I think Darren's showing you the application right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the application, photos. What are some of the other trainings that are going to be in there? And is this really just specific to our program? Are you learning about all commercial real estate? And by the way, when I say real estate, just to make sure it's totally clear, we're talking about brokering real estate loans. We're not teaching you how to go buy real estate or make money with real estate. It's just our lending that we're referring to.
Well, I think with knowledge, as you learn about one thing, you apply it to different areas, and that's helpful. So if you don't know what LTV is and we teach you how to calculate that, obviously you can use that with different lenders, but we're really going to be concentrating on our specific requirements and the LTV we're looking for. Or if you learn about objections and rebuttals, and someone says it's too expensive, and you learn something that you can say for that.
You just say, no, it's not.
You just say, well,
there it is.
So is LTV anything like an ATV?
It's exactly like an ATV, just with an L on it.
Or CCTV.
Replace the A with an L. Yeah, so we'll go to loan to value. What do we use? And we at least learn the concept. A lot of this is going to seem pretty basic if you're experienced in real estate. So this is sort of round one. We'll be doing more advanced stuff for people that have been brokering for 20 years.
Right.
So we'll go through the loan to value objections and rebuttals. Those are, if people object to the types of offers, how do you help them understand whether or not it's actually a fit for them? Maybe they're right. Maybe they have a valid objection, maybe not. Right. This will go through that. The documents required in order to get an application in, get an LOI in, get the actual funding done, restrictions, who we can't help, overview of the funding process, use of funds, what is it, what do we expect from a client to tell us? What else?
We're going to do our minimum and ideal requirements, some specific problem scenarios or case studies. Yesterday we recorded one with Carol about title, and title is a big thing. People spend a lot of their life learning about it, and so, you know, for advanced people, maybe you'll take something away from title or different problems that we see because we see so many deals. We definitely have a lot to add to the conversation with you. We'll go over our terms and rates with commissions, specifically our LOI and how it reads and how you can present it, and our target market.
Great. All right, so there's a lot of good stuff in there. If you want to be closing those $1 million loans with us, the ones that we love, that we're starting to do on a regular basis, this is your way to get in. If you're not sure, maybe you're a little newer to real estate, you need all of this. If you've been doing it for a long time, it's still good to go through so you know exactly how we are different, right? If you've been broking forever, you have all these different sources, you may think, I've already got all my sources, I don't need anybody new. But we're really hitting a niche that most people are saying no to. So find out what we're lending on so you can recognize those opportunities when they come across your desk. All right, so, and then there's some up-and-coming modules. What does that mean, up-and-coming?
That was the ones that we did. This is just market difference, how we differentiate ourselves.
Oh, what I was just saying.
Benefits and origination fees, yeah.
Okay, all right. So it's A to Z, what we do, how we do it, why you want to work with us, and that is the training. So what do you expect? If I was going to sit down and binge the training,
look at those two guys.
They're looking amazing.
Those handsome devils. You get to spend so much time with them. And the whole staff, we're going to get everyone involved on the video.
Yeah, so we're really mixing it up. We get a lot of people in here. We'll even get the office dog on one of them.
That's a good idea. Dogs, plural.
How long, so somebody who's maybe not super experienced, if they're to sit down and go through the trainings, once it's done, how long would you expect it to take to do the whole thing?
I don't know. I guess we'll do about 20
6 months,
videos.
maybe?
They're 7 to 8 minutes each. A few hours, and then
okay.
You know, you're going to be working deals, and that's really what's going to give you the good practice, is going out, making the deals, and probably making some mistakes. And I hate when I make mistakes and get frustrated,
well.
and that is part of the process, and this is designed to help you through that and learn from mistakes other people have made and mitigate that time loss.
Great, right. So you could sit down in a night and go through the whole training, and then the real learning comes from trying to apply those things when you're actually talking to clients. Since our system will show you where to find the clients and how to talk to them and how to get the application, you'll have a good understanding of the entire process. And then once you know the whole thing, then you go apply it.
Yep.
All right, so when are people going to be able to have access to this? In 1 hour, right?
My people.
And
November 1st.
How do they request
is the goal.
access?
Right, yeah, good question. So it's November 1st.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
Right, so we're starting now. You can see it says draft up there because we do have a CRE module now, which people are using, but this one will be a better version on November 1st. And you know, this is a very dynamic system. We can always add to it, change it. If something's not working, we go back and edit things. So it will be out first, but
it's a
like
living
your website,
training system.
it's
you
always
might update it.
Feels like it's in beta sometimes.
Okay, all right, so we'll keep adding stuff.
Yep.
Now Darren was saying, how do you get access to it? Who do you call?
Ghostbusters.
Right. Ghostbusters or Tim.
If you are a member office, then you're going to get access to this right away as soon as it's available. We'll just enable it for everybody, so you don't have to do anything, just sit back and wait. If you are an agent underneath the member office, then you probably want to contact your member office and then they're going to be deciding who they want to give it to. Right? We don't want to hand it out to everybody because if it's not a fit, why waste the time, right? We're really, the ideal situation for us is people with some real estate background, so you can quickly go through and understand what we do. You already have deal flow. You can start capitalizing on some of those missed opportunities. But of course, if you're new to it, it's going to be available to just about everybody. We're still working through who's going to have it and who isn't. To be totally honest, there's some new things we're sort of developing for how we're going to roll that out. But in general, it's going to be widely available. You will have to get a username and password. It's not going to be on YouTube because it's specific for people we're working with. We want to see some traction.
Right. Darren, and then to kind of circle back to what you were saying about the tests, I realized we didn't really go into a test. If you want to go into that
let's open a test.
So you can just kind of get an idea of what they look like. Yeah, that's the one. So you can go into the different types of questions that I've got.
Uh-oh, everybody's going to know the answers. Don't reveal. Where can you find the CRE application?
So then
don't
that's
answer.
multiple choice.
In my Creative Cloud.
What is this? Call Tim multiple. Okay, this is.
Some of them are wrong.
Yes, that is the right answer. That is the right answer.
All right, again.
Or call Trey.
These are not the actual answers.
And then you can click next question. So that's the one maybe they think is right.
And what happens if you're...
And then you just
That's
click
not right. It's here. Okay,
here.
cool.
So then you click continue so you can get feedback if your question is wrong. How will you know? Darren, you can just type in something real easy there. And then
how will you get borrowers to be more detailed when filling out the application? Yell at them.
Tell them the more information you put in now will save you time down the road. We are very interested in your exit strategy and your use of funds. Then click next question.
Okay, I don't know if we want to go through the whole thing.
Well,
you
I
get
just
the
wanted
idea.
to show the different question types and the types of questions we're asking.
So we got a multiple choice, we got to fill in the blank.
And then this
what
is
is
a
this?
hotspot one. So
Hotspot.
You can have an image and then they click on the image for people who are in our CRM.
What you're seeing an image of is our CRM. It's our lead management system that the member offices use and some of our loan officers in the member offices use to interact with our underwriters.
So then you just click on lead status there. There should be a little hotspot and a little further up where it says
lead status at the top.
There you go. Click that and then hit next. And
there you go.
That's it.
You clicked.
And then hit.
You got it, man.
Next module. There you go. And so you can review your answers or just hit complete and then that's it.
Okay, great. All right, so that's an overview of the test, and then it tells you how well you did at the end, or no?
Did I pass?
Well, we don't know because there was a...
It's got to be graded.
Yeah, the open question
I totally
needs
passed.
to be...
I nailed that.
So
100%.
you can proceed to the next one, even though yours hasn't been graded yet, right?
Yep.
Okay, all right, so that's going to go to somebody on our side. We're going to look at your answers, make sure that they work. It's good for us to give you some feedback if you're off on something. As you can tell, that was pretty easy. These start easy. They get a little more advanced as they go. But we're not looking to stump anybody. We just want to make sure you understand what you're talking about.
Can I bribe the person who's going to grade this?
You can send cash
in
an envelope.
Candies.
To Santa Claus. Whatever you want to do.
105.
Right. Okay, great. So that is about it. Anything else we want to cover on this? If you have questions or anything, feel free to throw it into the chat box. I'm not sure if Darren's monitoring that. Rhoda? What else?
I think
that
is about it. I think that's
Keep your eyes
If
peeled.
you
We'll be
go
sending out an email. We'll be sending out an email when it's available. Right now you're getting the advanced peek because you're at the live show.
Oh, I did want to say in the messages on the left, if you have problems or something, you can go over there, type my name, and it'll shoot an email to me. Or if you're having problems with it, on the upper corner, there's a thing where you can report an issue. So it is very interactive. I do try and stay on top of it. When you're in the module, when you're on the actual module itself, you can send a message that way, or over on the left, messages. Yep, there it is.
Okay. Great. All right. Well, with that, we'll go ahead and wrap it up for the day. Thanks, everybody, for coming on. We appreciate everything you do. We look forward to doing a lot more deals together. If you are ready to learn more in depth about working with our real estate program, which I think would be very good. You may remember a couple weeks ago we had one office come in, and in 6 months he did 5 deals with $72,000 in paid commissions, plus over the next 30 or so days another $82 or $87,000 in commissions that could fund anytime soon. You could do that too, right? There's nothing super special about him that other people can't do that. So if that's something you're interested in doing, this would be a great way to start by understanding our program inside and out, how to submit, how to work with us.
All right, so real fast recap. For member offices, they get access to this when it becomes available?
Automatically.
And agents, who can...
They want to contact their member office. So we'll be working with the member offices, and each member office is going to decide who they're going to give it to. So it's going to depend on what, some member offices don't do a lot of real estate loans, so that may not be a fit.
Would this be recommended to have a member office give it to all of their agents?
We're going to work with the individual member offices to decide who we're going to give it to.
No, it's not open for all agents,
yeah,
no.
It's not free to the world, it's only for certain people. So we'll be working with the member offices to decide exactly who's going to get it.
And how do I subscribe to this channel?
You're on YouTube, right? Just click on the little subscribe button. Like and subscribe. Your likes and subscriptions help us help more people just like you.
What's not to like?
What's not to like, right?
Like it. Subscribe.
All right. That's it. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day. Look forward to doing a lot more deals together. See